I'm still trying to figure out how am I going to introduce this next guest, esteemed guest of mine that I've been waiting for a very, very long time to meet. And I just knew it in my heart of hearts that one day I will eventually meet her and I will shake her lovely soft hand and listen to her sultry voice sing to me. And I'm not going to let her off the hook that easily. She's been in the musical industry for the last 34 years. I've grown up listening to her, watching her on TV, being patriotic because of her. Is that enough?
Yes,
Should I go on?
Make me feel old, why don't you?
How
I know, so
look
sweet.
at the way you look younger than I am. You know? Come on, seriously.
Thanks to you young people. You're keeping me alive.
You're hanging around a lot of kids now. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome my lovely guest for today, Fran.
Thank you.
Fran,
very much for having me.
You are here on behalf of World Vision.
Yes.
You are here to speak about children because you love kids and it's all about children. And before we start off this interview, you know, you've got some really good news. You just walked in and you shared this with me and it just like blew my mind. You said the kid, Nayati, has been returned.
Apparently it was in the news today.
Right.
I hadn't read the whole thing, but thank God. You know, because we hear so many stories of children being kidnapped every day. You know, and I cannot understand how this is happening in this country.
Right.
You know, there is no safety here for children. You know, the minute you just turn your eye also in a supermarket and it's split second your child is missing. People are just grabbing them, you know, off the streets. And I think that's very dangerous. I think we need perhaps, you know, like, I think, the kind of a policing force where you have officers who walk around, you know, like in Hong Kong they have that.
Yeah.
They walk. They're not. A lot of them they don't have like, I don't know about the guns thing, you know, because for me that's a little taboo to have too much gun things going on.
Yeah.
But you know, you just have police who can walk around the streets, just walk, and what you have them is like they're friendly police officers.
Right.
They're in need of people if they need directions, or whether it's tourists or whether it's a father and mother walking the kids, you know, then they can just say, hello, don't move here, don't come here, walk inside, you know, follow your parents, you know, that kind of warmness, friendliness. I think we need that sort of policing in this country more than anything else.
That's true. Anyway, it's good news. Yeah, Nayati has been returned. They found him somewhere in Rawang.
Apparently, so that's the headlines that was.
Do you think it's the collective prayers of everyone? Everybody just came together.
I believe so. I think Malaysians are an amazing society because they're actually quite a very giving, from my experience being ambassador to World Vision Malaysia, that we are actually quite giving. Majority of us Malaysians are very giving and caring.
True.
And a lot of us also are quite spiritual. Whenever something goes wrong, a lot of people are sending out their prayers. You know, it doesn't matter whether you're Sikh or Hindu or Buddhist or Muslim or even Christians.
Yeah.
You know, they're all so united and they're still always praying, you know.
True.
So in a way, I thank God.
This is a blessed country, a blessed land, huh?
Yeah.
Malaysia.
People make it happen.
True. That's what you were speaking before we went on air, and I was saying that, you know, you've really, really made it in the music industry, and what you told me really touched me because you said actually people helped me.
People, it's all the people. Yeah, those who have followed me over the years, who have stayed, and they are children too now. So that's why I'm around young people like you and my friends here from World Vision, you know, and everyone's young. And then some of them are even younger because their parents are playing my stuff at home. Wow. And so I'm blessed. I've been very blessed here.
Soon we're going to have the Gen Z, yeah? We have the Gen X, we have the Gen Y, and the Gen Zs are coming around.
Indeed.
Huh? Just around the corner.
Indeed.
And they're amazing. Huh? You just give them something and they can do it straight away.
Oh, yeah.
It's like this collective consciousness, you know, somehow whatever power and energy that we have and all the thoughts that we have formed around the universe, these kids are being born and they just suddenly know how to do things.
Yeah, we have to say that, you know, we are living in a very, I think for children, it is quite a progressive world because there's everything out there.
Right.
You know, they don't even need to find out info from their parents. If the internet, everything. So I think it's wonderful that if kids can be smart in a wise way, I think that would be a great future ahead.
That's
in
true.
a wise way.
That's true.
Yeah.
what do they say? It's about being smart and having wisdom.
That's right.
It's fine. You can be as smart as you want, but not many people can have that wisdom.
Wisdom is something that is...
It's knowing when to be smart.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It is,
yeah.
Isn't it?
It's about maybe also the fact that it's like probably a conscience thing as well, to know what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah.
You've got to know that.
Exactly.
So many things are going on. You have good parents, you have bad parents,
right.
but how they manage their kids is another thing, Sure. And if they guide their children well, that wisdom is kind of instilled, and it can work for the kids today, because there's so much out there, and it just takes one wrong friend, and then you just go astray.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. Okay, if you're just tuning in, to the listeners out there, we have Francissca Peters here with me. We just played a song just now. Could you tell me a little bit about the song we just played?
Bisikan Cinta is a song that was recorded in 1984. But the funny thing is, it still sounds very current.
Right.
Everyone tells me.
Right.
When I did my concert last year at Istana Budaya, being the first non-Malay ever to do it.
Wow, you had a
solo
3-night
performance, 3-night thing.
Wow.
And it was my 33rd last year, 33 years. And they, Warner Music came out with a box set, so all my albums are there.
Yeah.
And this box set thing. And so that album, a lot of people were looking for it. It was called Computer Music. In 84, it was so advanced during that time, that particular album, because there's a lot of technology in there, digital stuff, And but now when people say they play it, it feels current. So I say, hey man, that's cool. That's great.
Fantastic.
Good for me.
I've got the next one here. Since you're here and I have this opportunity to play these songs, this is Begitulah Aku by Fran.
Sarat awan merembes hujan, sarat rawanku tak mungkin ku tangis. Hakikatnya kerana aku begitulah aku. Yang laut menghempas bumi, riak hidupku tak mungkin terhambat. Kenyataan kerana begitulah aku selama ini. Buatkan penyuluh di lorong kembara, menggalas beban di kolong langit demi rindu dalam jiwa menagih cinta sempurna. Terhenti lantas menoleh ke belakang, selagi cahaya aku dapatkan di seberang sana.
Okay, I'm just very, very quickly, Fran. Tell me about the song. How do you come up with it, and who wrote it?
The song was written when I'd returned home. I think everyone was waiting for me to do a new single. So I got together with Manan Nga, and he wrote this song, Begitulah Aku.
Right.
And it was released February 2010, I think. 2010.
2010.
If I'm not mistaken. It was included in one of the new compilation albums called Belian. And that title came about because Abang Ramli Sarip used to call me the diamond in the rough.
Wow.
He said, you are a diamond in the rough.
You are a diamond in the rough.
And I always felt very proud and honored that coming from someone like him.
He's amazing, isn't he?
Yeah, and I have a lot of respect for his musical greatness.
Yeah.
And when he said that to me, because we did a duet together as well, one of his old classics, you know, for his 35-year anniversary album. And when he called me that, I said my album has to be called Belian, even it's with the compilation on it, but with this one new single, Begitulah Aku.
That's fantastic. Okay, let's get into the questions. Yeah. How did you actually get involved with World Vision?
Well, they had approached my manager, Bibiana, I think it was in 2005, and they'd asked whether I could be the ambassador, because I've been doing a lot of charity work. I've done so many, I cannot remember already how many. And I've got this thing where people call me the fundraising queen. you know, and
I like the way you rolled your eyes like a real queen, a diva.
Yeah, please, I hate that word. I don't know why people use that word.
What, diva?
Yeah, I just don't use it. A diva is actually a spoiled brat.
Really?
Yes, that's what it means. A diva, a spoiled brat.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sorry about that. But that's the real meaning.
The Paris.
And so they asked whether I'd be their ambassador for World Vision Malaysia.
Right.
For child sponsorship, which is something that I push very hard for. Because very often when families are poor, and as you know, the disparities are rising in the world, also at home as well.
Right.
And we do a lot of charity for other homes locally as well. We help, help them raise funds, and then we also give to homes, especially at places like Harvest Center, single mothers, also for the HIV/AIDS Foundation.
Right.
We do quite a lot at home as well. But on the whole, worldwide, we do this thing called child sponsorship, which is like 50 ringgit a month for a child.
You mean you can just sponsor a child for 50 ringgit?
50 ringgit, yeah. And you can pick any country in the world where you want.
So have you sponsored some children?
I've got two little ones. One in India, and I've been to India twice already.
Where?
World
Where?
Vision.
Where in India?
One is in what is this? Kangayam.
Kangayam?
Yeah.
Where is that?
It's a very small little village in India. Coimbatore.
Okay. That's in the south, right?
Yes,
Okay.
it is. And then I've been there twice. So the second trip, first trip was to visit my sponsored child. It's an amazing feeling as well when you meet the parents. Parents who, when you're poor,
Wow.
you need help. Because you want your child to have a better future. Slowly, a lot of things also, like even China as well, slowly things are changing. People in India as well, people are trying to eradicate that caste system. It still exists, but not as bad as when it used to be in the past. So helping a child, education, proper nutrition, good nutrition. You see some of the schools there, what they do is they have rice is a good staple diet. Then they'll have dal and one boiled egg, and that's kind of protein and carbo and everything there. So I think that's a good thing, to fill your tummy. I mean, there's a lot of children and it's really poor. So I think that's an amazing thing. Some of the schools, they do that kind of thing. I think it's healthier than some of the food that we have in our tuck shops here for children. I really don't approve of some of it, That's another story altogether. But having said that, to see the parents, and how they turn to you and they are so grateful, and you can give them their children a better future. In learning anything, not everyone will come out becoming a lawyer or a doctor or a teacher, but even skills, they can learn something to come out and they can speak English, and they can get a job in a shop, a store, anything, just to push up that level.
It's amazing what that 50 ringgit can do.
Absolutely.
And here you just go and blow it on a meal.
Or ciggies or something,
it's just it's terrible. I mean,
cigarette lovers will hate me for that. But
So you have sponsored these two kids.
The one is in Indonesia. She's a little girl, so she's still very little, and I think she should be standard 1 now. But then my second trip to India was to visit families infected with HIV/AIDS. So we
where
do
was
quite
that?
a lot. It's vast. God, that was in Hyderabad part of India. So there's a lot of things we do, a lot. But the child sponsorship thing is something that I'm focused on because it is one way of helping to eradicate poverty, so that those who are poor, at least their kids can have a better future. And then they get them out of that rut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have a World Vision song here. Let's see if we can get this going.
This is the 15th anniversary song which I wrote together with my sister, and it's the theme song for the 15th anniversary, which is this year for World Vision in Malaysia. So
and what is it called?
It's called "It Starts With Me."
It starts with me.
Yes.
Let's hope it just starts. That's it.
Starts. Yes.
Okay, I tell you what, we'll just go for your Cinta Abadi first.
Go ahead.
And then we'll try the other one,
Yeah.
yeah? That's fantastic. You're listening to Fran here with Trax 101 with me, Rishi Satu Singh, aka The Flying Singh.
Hidupku kesepian tanpamu yang manja, yang membawa sinaran, oh juwita hati. Kau mengobati luka cinta lama daku. Cintamu telah ku sedar, cinta abadi.
Alangkah mesranya cinta yang ku rasa bersamakan cintamu, kasihku padamu takkan pudar sejenak walau kau merantau. Cintamu telah ku sedar, cinta abadi.
Ku binakan memikir
Untuk cinta kita, kerana ku sedar kehadiranmu. Mari kita nikmati masa-masa antara kita berdua, cinta abadi. Antara kita berdua, cinta
That's Fran and William, Cinta Abadi, with about 26 minutes to go before the news. And of course, we have Francissca Peters here with me, Satu Singh, Flying Singh. Yeah, tell me, who's William? Tell me about William.
William Clark. He used to be one of the lead vocalists for a group called, I think it was the New Faces. It was a long time ago, but we recorded this song. I think it was in 1989, and it was a single for actually celebrating one of those song festivals, the ABU. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was the ABU thing. I think
Yeah, that's right.
I remember that. Okay, let's get back to the questions. Tell tell us about the kids, right? So if I want to sponsor a kid, now how do I go about? Is there a website? Is there a
Oh yes, of course.
process?
Of course, the international aid organization World Vision, they have a website which is www.worldvision.com.my.
Right.
If they need to find out a little bit more information on how it's run. Now the 50 ringgit every month for a child, which is like 600 ringgit only a year.
Right.
This money is not for like the child, like going to the kid. You know, it's basically. It covers a whole lot of things for the child when it goes for like education, nutrition, health, or clean water. It's like for the whole community itself. Like say, for instance, in one little village, there are like 12 families that have children that are sponsored by people.
Okay, I get you.
It's a wonderful thing, because otherwise, how are you going to push this forward? You can't, you know, it
You
won't
can't just
happen.
like feed one child, the other
Exactly,
child
you
starving
can't.
right next to him.
So people sometimes don't understand that.
Yeah.
But 12 families, one kid being sponsored, that community itself gets the help. So I've been there, I've seen it as well. You know how they've also built like a tank where they have clean water coming out. You know,
Can't go there and start fighting with
No,
them. Saying,
exactly.
the money must only go to this
and
child.
people used to joke when I went there the first time to India. Literally the villages, right? We visited like 6 or 7 different slum areas.
Okay.
It was the way they greeted me, you know. I felt like I was Sonia Gandhi or something.
Really?
It was like, and then they were joking,
like, touch
teasing
your
me, oh,
feet?
like a politician here, you know, and then the garlands all coming.
Did
And
they touch your feet?
yes, and then they do the thing, you know, with the
What's that thing?
They put a chili and that oil thing, and then the fire over, and then you walk over it. Things. So like I was like, to me, it was a beautiful cultural experience for me. It was wonderful. I was just such an. It was like I felt shy also in a way, you know. I said, hello, I'm just coming to help, you know, and you know, that's all. But it's just the way they were, the way they treated us, us and our team, World Vision, because
Like
they
you
were
were
so
like a god
grateful.
to them, you know,
It was
they-
grateful because, you know, when people are poor, they don't want your pity. They don't want your pity, but they just want you to help them help themselves.
Exactly.
You know, nobody wants to be pitied. I
Yeah.
think the whole world over.
Yeah.
Because they also have pride. They are human beings, you know. They have feelings, you know. No one wants to be looked down and say, "Allah, you know, never mind lah, give, you know." That's not the way.
Yeah.
But they just want you to help them kickstart, jumpstart, you know, life. So at least they can get on with it, and their kids can have a brighter future.
So before I interrupted you,
Yeah.
just now you were saying about the clean water for the whole village and all
Yeah.
the 12 families and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's not just one kid.
It's
You're
not one
literally-
kid. They're helping the whole little community
Community.
in that little area, you know.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's what we
World
do.
Vision has been doing a lot.
They
you know,
have
for a
been
long
the
time.
pioneers, one of the pioneers
Yeah.
from before. I mean, we've talked about Little Sisters of the Poor
Yeah.
and how, you know, Mother Teresa, late Mother
Yeah.
Teresa did a lot of these things, but and she was, and I think she was a great figure. And a lot of people have sort of looked up to her as she's done a lot as well for poor people. But World Vision, it started off in the 50s by this guy who was in the Korean War, and he went back to Korea, and he saw that a lot of the children were dying of starvation. You know, sometimes it's things like that that affects someone's life. And then he went back and he decided to start World Vision. And that's how it came about, and it's big years. And a lot of people have what you call this followed World Vision's example. Today, you find that a lot of charity organizations today are trying to copy that. You know, that once a month thing, sponsor a child or sponsor something, you know, and give like 50 ringgit or 30 ringgit or 100 ringgit or something. So they have kind of set a trend. And normally when you read the news, international news, you will see World Vision is also one of the first, in fact, on the grounds when there's a war or a natural disaster. They are there on the grounds with the medic care and nutrition and things. They're always there first.
I mean, I get a feeling of this organization. I feel it's a very spiritual organization.
They have been for many years. I mean, they've stood the test of time. They're still here. They're spiritual in a sense because they know it's all about humanity.
Exactly.
You know, because we
out.
are all God's children.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter who you are, what you believe in. We are all
Exactly.
God's children, and therefore we all have a place, rightfully so, and to be treated like human beings. with dignity.
With love and kindness. That is so true. Okay, I'm gonna play you this song now. And this is the one. Yeah. This is your new one. It starts with
That's
me.
right.
It's written by you yourself, Fran,
My
and your sister Bibiana.
And with help of my two musician friends, David and Leonard Eep and David. Just like a father who lifts you up, just like a brother who lends a hand, be that someone who'll change a life, and let that someone be you. 'Cause it starts with me, and it starts with you. We'll get through the dark to a brighter day. I reach out to you, you reach out to me. I will lift you up to a better place. Just like a sister who's like a friend, just like a mother who is all heart, be that someone with love and hope, and let that someone be you. 'Cause it starts with me, and it starts with you. We'll get through the dark to a brighter day. I reach out to you, you reach out to me. I will lift you up to a better place. I can hear you, voices near and far, children across the world, you're calling out to me. I can hear you, I'll help you make that change. Children across the world, I'm reaching out to you. 'Cause it starts with me, and it starts with you. We'll get through the dark to a brighter day. I reach out to you, you reach out to me. We will lift you up to a better place. 'Cause it starts with me, and it starts with you. We'll get through the dark to a brighter day. I reach out to you, you reach out to me. We will lift you up to a better place. It takes a little love. 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 It starts with you and me.
It starts with me. World Vision 15th anniversary theme song that
That's
was
right.
just released this year,
Yes.
right? A lovely, lovely piece of music there from Fran and Bibiana. Bibiana is your sister?
Yes.
How come I don't know about her.
Well, she used to be around this area all the time. Once
Really?
upon a time, yeah, she was also a newscaster here.
She was?
Yeah, DJ and newscaster.
Oh.
She's probably listening to this. Yeah, are you there?
Bibiana, you know what? I think you're very comfortable with the mic. Maybe you and Bibiana should come here and do a show. It'll be a lot of fun.
Are you offering us a job?
No.
I'll take it
No.
gracefully.
No, you have to call my boss for that. Okay, so back. Let's back. How can we help? How can we help? How can Malaysians become more caring and more nicer people than we already are?
I think we're living in a very judgmental society because every time you hear the stories, okay, like when there were like tsunamis and all sorts of things going on, people say, man, where's the money? They say collecting money. No, nothing. People make pledges, they don't give. So sometimes I think it got really like make sure. I think it's also to do with the fact that we don't have enough policing on all these kind of fundraising things going on. We need to have like a proper legislation for that to make sure that it's only for people who are legit and not it just springing up any Tom, Dick and Harry is doing it, you know.
True.
But World Vision, if they need more or to get hold of World Vision, they can call 03-7880-6414. That's World Vision in Kuala Lumpur. 03-7880-6414. And they can find out more and also maybe, yes, please try to sponsor more children, you know. Now, going back to the song, It Starts With Me, it's because it's the 15th anniversary theme song for World Vision in Malaysia. Every year we do this thing also called the 30-hour famine.
Okay.
So it's coming up this year as well in August. And we are trying to raise 1.8 mil.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, because I know that we can achieve it. We have achieved quite a lot in the past every year. And what's happened at the last few years, we've been doing it every year. You know, Malaysia does 30-hour famine. It's like 30-hour fasting. Other countries, they have like up to 45, 35 hours or even 48, you know, hours. Some 24 even, you know. But we've always done it as a 30-hour kind of a fasting thing. And so we try to raise funds every year. So this year we are doing it again, once again, and hopefully we can raise that 1.8 mil. And we are anticipating 20,000 people this year.
20,000?
Yes!
Amazing. Where?
Yeah.
Where is this happening?
It's going to be at where's this? Stadium Malawati.
Oh, okay. Shalam. Okay.
Yeah. This year we're doing it there. We've been doing it in a few other places before, like even Bukit Jalil and all that. But this year we're doing it here,
date
Malawati.
Again? What's the date?
The date, it is on August the 5th. So be prepared. If you all can come. Be a part of our workshop, the camp. You'll be fasting for 30 hours on August 5th, all together. And we'll have games and music. And yes, we'll also be performing.
Okay, so tell me more about this 30-hour famine. What, are we supposed to starve ourselves or something?
It is an awareness to know what it's like to be in severe poverty, severe conditions where there's no food. So 30 hours is like more of a like to let us know what it's like to go without food. You know, we have like medical groups there, you know, to help if anyone can't handle it and they'll faint or something, you know. But you're allowed to drink water at least. But you know, we treat it like a fast. You know, like it's if you come in there with an open heart, open mind, you can treat it like a cleansing thing. You know, for yourself as well, wanting to be involved in a good cause. You know, to help people who are in severe poverty. So it's an awareness thing, and then to feel what it's like to go without food. Not everyone fasts.
You're allowed to drink, you know?
Water, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Protein juices? Or?
No, after lah. After, sorry. But then, you know, because you'll be so busy, there's so much activity going on, you won't even think of it.
Yeah.
You know, you won't even think of it. So many young people come for that. Nowadays, you even see their parents also getting involved, you know, which I think is a wonderful thing. So if we can achieve 20,000, which is what we're kind of estimating this year, 20,000 people. So, you know, God help us.
So the dates again for the 30-hour
It's
famine?
August 5th at Stadium Malawati, Shalam.
5th of August and Stadium Malawati, Shalam,
yes.
Okay, got it. And I would love to be involved in that as well.
Oh, I hope you can make it. Come for that.
It'd be nice.
I'm sure they will all call. It's so silent, all of you.
Yeah, you got silent supporters here with you. There's two lovely girls. They are Yi Mei and Josephine Voon, yeah? Okay, and they of
Say
course
something
have
like, hello.
corporate engagement and media relations, you know?
They're giggling.
Yeah, very sweet girls. Okay, so the famine is a big thing that you guys are doing. And so you even told us about, can you also tell me about the other sort of charitable events or activities and efforts that you're into?
I've done so much. Obviously, my priorities have always been towards World Vision, being ambassador for Malaysia. And this is my 7th year. I have been approached by many other organizations. I do a lot of charity. As I said, I can't even count them already today. But there's one also that's coming up, if people would like to come for that. It is for the PT Foundation. They are celebrating their 25th anniversary.
The Pink Triangle?
Yes.
Oh, you're with them as well?
No, I've offered to help them raise funds for the foundation, PT Foundation, which is on the 19th of May. They are celebrating their 25 years anniversary. We're trying to raise funds for the children, women and men who are HIV/AIDS positive.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm having Raymond on with me next week, the same slot, and I think he'll be promoting the same causes.
Oh,
he's the
great.
I think he's the executive director, if I'm not
Okay,
mistaken. Yeah.
yes, okay,
And
great.
lovely guy.
Yeah, because they're pushing it very high. I know. I think a week ago, I think they already did something as well on radio. They're slowly pushing it. So
They're a
hopefully-
bit controversial at times because people don't tend to agree with their methods. You know, sometimes they would just go out and hand out rubber products to the certain
You
red
see,
light
I think
areas,
because
syringes to the drug addicts. You know, so people are like, "What are you doing?" And they say, "We are trying to prevent AIDS."
okay, because that is a more aggressive approach because they feel as people don't listen. You know, people don't usually listen. They think they know it all.
Yeah.
But I guess on my stand, how I see it is that I think more of the children. Because
Yeah.
they are innocent most of all. The adults have to be far more responsible.
True.
And so just because they have this illness, that doesn't mean we should shun them and not help them. So I believe that, you know, you take some kind of action to help these children because you don't want them to suffer. And also you can get out of it as well. I mean, Magic Johnson is HIV. He's been
Yeah.
all his life. He's still here.
Yep.
He's well. He's healthy. But, you know, drugs can be pretty expensive. The medication can be. And so why can't we help? You know, make it easy for them and so that they can also live properly and lead normal lives.
Even the diver Greg Louganis, remember the guy who hit his
That's
head
right.
on the
Yes,
board?
he's also, you know, walking.
Yeah, he's having a healthy life.
Exactly. So it's all to do with the fact that the funds that are being raised, you know, we need to help them to be able to help themselves and let them lead normal lives.
Okay, I have this song which I kind of like. I think no. It's not coming on nicely. This is the one where you call it "Fascinating Malaysia." I think. Is that the one? Is that there? Is that Let's listen to Fred
Oh my
again.
God, I can't believe that.
Miss Venezuela, Carolina Duran.
Okay, now tell me about this song. It's a live version, and
Yeah.
I can hear Miss Venezuela in the background. So you were singing live while the Beauty Queens were coming out. Was that? Tell me about
Yes.
it. Tell me.
It was a wonderful opportunity. The song was written by Michael Virapan, and it was called Fascinating Malaysia. And we've had wonderful times where we've always promoted Malaysia. And funnily enough, I've done quite a lot. I recorded "To Know Malaysia Is to Love Malaysia" by Carol Connors.
I love that song. I love that song.
Yeah, I did all the English versions, you know. And
Okay, wait. I need to have you sing this song for me before you go, please, friend. Just to know Malaysia is to love it. Just 2 lines, please.
To know Malaysia is to love Malaysia. In this land where dreams come true, Malaysia welcomes you. To know Malaysia is to love Malaysia. It's true.
And that's TraxxFM with Fran live here with Satu Singh. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us to help us help our cause for World Vision
You're most
Malaysia.
welcome. This is your home. You know, you're most welcome. Anytime you guys want to come back,
I'm coming tomorrow.
All right, let's shake it out. Florence and the Machine coming up. We have news at 1.
Like old friends, here to relive your dark